Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Eugene Day. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about how my business is going. I've been very excited. I have been working with two clients now on helping them model and understand and improve their emergency departments. So that's really exciting. It's what I'm a specialist in. I have a lot of experience doing this. I've published 25 different papers and two book chapters on it. So this is where I really shine in terms of my abilities and my experience and education. This is what I do, right? So emergency departments isn't the only place that I can make improvements. There's a lot of places where I've deployed discrete event simulation before to improve all kinds of other systems, most in healthcare, not all of them. But emergency departments has been sort of the bulk core of my professional work, and I really love them. So, two clients. I have been working with the first since late November. The second was kicked off just in early January, and I'm spending anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a week for the most part working on each problem. So I'm working at about half time in terms of my actual billable hours. Entrepreneurs obviously always work a little more than that. I'm having conversations with prospective clients. I am writing contracts. I'm writing statements of work, all kinds of other things that require a lot of time and effort that doesn't get reimbursed. And of course, there's a lot of that in the startup phases to any new business where you're not billing anybody for your time. You're just trying to get things started. And that's a long and frustrating process sometimes. And it feels like you're never going to get going and you're never going to get to bill for your time. And so now that I am able to bill for my time, it feels a lot more like having a real job rather than simply being an unemployed person trying to find ways to put together a life that works. So very exciting. And I was able to submit an invoice for my work during December. And even though it only represented about 24 hours of work, it represented my first real success, my first real achievement in the space of being an entrepreneur. So that really felt good. Now, in January, I have already done twice that much work and I'm only halfway through the month. So I'm very much excited about the work that I am doing, and I'm really excited about the opportunities I have to keep moving forward with these clients. I even got to do a business trip. I went out to the first of those clients. I was able to visit, to sit in their emergency room, to observe patient care, to follow nurses and doctors around as they did their jobs, to oversee checkout and consults and all kinds of things. It was really, really exciting and gratifying. And I've done that a lot in my career. I've spent a lot of times in emergency departments and watching those things happen. But it's always special. And it's really special when you see a sick kid come in who, if they didn't get medical care, was not going to make it, and then all of a sudden they're fine. It's really special to be in that environment and in that space where life-saving care is delivered on a daily basis. I have two other very promising candidates at the moment for additional work. One that is looking for me to oversee some of their junior developers in a new healthcare environment that the developers need to learn, and they want to use my experience as a sort of leadership and liaison role. That's exciting. I'm really, actually really super excited about that because I like overseeing things. I like project management. I'm good at those things, and it's a different kind of work. And so for my other clients, I'm head down in simulation code, and that's also good work, but it's one kind of work, and having this other kind that will allow me to kind of stretch different muscles and understand a new environment and a new way of teaching. I like teaching. I've been a professor in my life as well, and I really do like exposing young, talented people to a new environment. So, very much excited about that work as well. So things have been going very well. I have a lot of promising opportunities. There's another opportunity that felt very promising in the beginning. It's been a little slow walking at the moment, but I feel confident that it'll come through. That's one of the things about being an entrepreneur, right? You have a lot of these conversations. Some of them feel super promising and they pan out and you work on them, but it almost always takes longer than you expect it to or you want it to. It's just the way the world works, right? I am an impatient person and this is my livelihood now. And so I always want things to happen fast, fast, fast. But it's actually a really good thing if they don't sometimes, because I will have the tendency to overload myself and put too much work on my plate. And then I'm stuck working very long hours. And even though that's great from a compensation perspective, it burns you out pretty fast. And I don't want to burn out. I want to make this a long term sustainable thing. I want to grow this as much as I can. So that's kind of where I am. I have good prospects of the future. I have good work at the moment. And I am very excited to keep moving forward with this. I'm happy at the moment. I feel good. I don't mind the fact that I was laid off recently. I'm I'm feeling really fortunate that I have really good opportunities to maintain my livelihood, continue contributing in spaces that I care about, and move forward in my life and in my career. So, thanks for sharing with me today. YouTube thinks you're going to like this, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.